Sometimes even like there's so many different superstitions.
You know,
that
जब it's only about one ball game, then you know tend to believe sometimes. You know, जब आप weak हो जाते हैं अंदर से, that you believe on these things. हो जाता है.
Yeah.
The superstition will carry you through. Acha, okay, the next question for you is that what excuse did the Lahore Qalandars batting lineup text their WhatsApp group after the collapse in the opening match?
Data bahut hai.
Okay.
I'm sorry guys if you don't understand, just go watch the commercials.
Almost Qalandars.
Data bahut hai. Okay. Acha, next question for Tehniyat. What was the collective sigh of Lahore Qalandars fans equivalent, equal to ek internet slang after their team got bowled out in the PSL opener?
Okay,
equivalent of an internet slang.
Okay, I can think of two right now. I don't know if program तो बढ़ गया भाई.
program तो बढ़ गया.
Or maybe ना छेड़ो हमें हम सताए हुए.
I like that. अच्छा, okay, Ahmed, आपके लिए है that if a PSL conversation अगर dugout में होनी होती, subtitles के साथ, if we could hear it, तो सबसे ज़्यादा चीज़ कौन सी डिस्कस हो रही होती apart from cricket dugout में?
देखिए, रिजल्ट हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, वो अल्लाह के हाथ में, या तो विन है या तो लर्न है.
I think I knew, by the way, मैंने जब ये सवाल पूछा था मुझे पता था कि आप या तो विन है या तो लर्न करेंगे. ये कल से चल रहा है.
हमें तो यही सुनने में आ रहा है.
I don't think you're getting over this meme anytime.
हाँ, तो हमें तो हर जगह यही देखने को मिल रहा है. जहाँ सुन रहे हैं PSL से ज़्यादा यही नजर आ रहा है, तो क्या करें?
Okay guys, now just we're quickly going to go towards a break, but we will be back shortly to discuss the match.
Yeah.
जल्दी से हम पूछते हैं अगली इनिंग्स के बारे में. प्रेडिक्शन फ्रॉम अहमद शहजाद कि कौन ये मैच जीतेगा?
जी जल्दी बताऊंगा. मुझे लगता है पेशावर जीतेगा, बिकॉज अच्छा खेला क्वेटा ग्लैडिएटर, लेकिन ओवर नंबर 7 से लेके 12 तक ब्रेक लगी. मुझे लगता है दे आर स्टिल 20 रन शॉर्ट.
तो आपको लगता है कि सॉलिड जो बैटिंग लाइनअप है पेशावर ज़ल्मी का,
they should do it on this pitch. There are a lot of expectations.
और पिंडी में जो मौसम है वो बड़ा साफ सुथरा है, तो क्या ड्यू फैक्टर आएगा इसमें?
नहीं, ड्यू तो लग ही नहीं रहा ना. वो तो कमेंट्री भी जब कर रहे थे उसमें बताते ड्यू भी है ही
नहीं और बिल्कुल आएगा भी नहीं.
I think Peshawar should easily chase it down because star-studded batting lineup है. They should do it easily on this track especially. And looking at Queta's bowling as well.
Okay, got it. So we have the prediction in. Ahmed Shahzad says that Lahore Zalmi will win. So let's see कि कौन सा
set up. There's Mohamed Amir. Look at that. He's been around a long time. Very crafty bowler these days. Not quite as zippy as he was when he first impressed. It goes back a long time when we first saw him. And these days he applies years of learnings. A slip in, which makes sense to me. you might as well, if you've got a new ball and you're defending against good players, try to knock one of them over. The two back are where they always are. It's deep backward square leg and backward point. Mid on and mid off up, of course. Only two allowed outside the ring. Slip in place, as I say. Here we go then. Oh. Saeem with a waft.
Coming back after injury, we all expect him to hit the ground running. He might just take a little bit of time to get into that groove. He was in such great form before the injury, and the expectation is so high from Saeem Ayub. Hasn't played any cricket for more than 3 months, but he'll have to fire in the Pepsi power play.
Well, they've got their work cut out against Mohammad Amir because he's the best in power plays in T20s since the last 4 years, taking stats of a minimum of 150 overs bowled. He's taken 58 wickets at an economy rate of 6.1 and over, and he's bowled more than 50%, 55% of his balls bowled have been dot balls. Ooh. Bit of early banter. Dominic Cork joins us here. He would be enjoying that.
Can't believe it. Bowlers being able to have banter, Mark? Surely not.
It's good, it's good. No, it's right.
Like it though. And you just have to look at Mohammad Amir and what he does. We talked about Shaheen Shah Afridi's wrist. He has a very good wrist, Mohammad Amir, and can swing the ball back.
Well, that's not far from bowling him. That is so close to bowling him. I don't think Babar Azam can understand how far across his stump he got. He can't give it a wide. It hasn't been given a wide. It's been given a bye. Oh, wow.
You talked about the perfect seam position, exactly there. Didn't really arrive. Qasim Mandis doesn't believe that that hadn't knocked him over, doesn't knock the stumps over, because it's so close. It's been given as a bye.
Ball, you're getting it to go a bit. This is great stuff. And he's telling Saeem exactly what he thinks of him. They've obviously, well, if they haven't got a history, they've made one pretty quick.
Absolutely. And on a pitch like this, you've got to try and change it up. So he bowls this last delivery from wider of the crease to push it back in. Watch how he jumps wide. Watch his wrist position, how he just breaks his wrist just to push it back in. So look how it's now starting to point towards fine leg, and then it comes back. Subtle changes. Instead of having it cocked back and having your seam position pointed towards third, it's all of a sudden now pushed in towards fine leg.
Tell you what else I love with him, the completion of the action. He gets right through his bowling action. Finishes with his right arm high in the air, his body low, and everything propelled towards the target.
And it also shows you don't need to have express pace even on flat wickets. It's about knowing what you do well and the execution and the lengths and the lines, and also remember he's bowling to left-hand right-hand combinations, which isn't easy because you've got to adjust your line.
That's out. That's a super catch. Massive moment. Second ball, Babar Azam caught an extra cover.
The fabulous first over from Amir. He's been able to swing the ball. This one maybe just held it back. It just goes away from Babar, but maybe a little bit of lack of pace too. Threw the shot too early, just chips it straight to cover. Good catch. The ideal start for Quetta Gladiators, and boy, isn't he pumped. Doesn't he celebrate? Just shows you what he's done. The one that's gone away. Huge wicket. Captain out without scoring. 3 for 1 Peshawar.
असली खिलाड़ी टेस्टेड होता है.
Change out of his batting gear. Remember the number.
Oh, that reminds me of Nasser Hussain pointing at his number back in, what was it, 2000, when he got 100 in a one-dayer.
So a fabulous start by Mohamed Amir, and a clever last delivery that Corky will talk you through in a minute. A change to his point of delivery, but more of that after we look at Kyle Jamieson, who's joined the Gladiators. Big, tall man, fast medium, really a deck hitter. Very useful in those New Zealand conditions where the ball moves around off the seam. Be very different playing here. But this is class bowling.
Yeah, and this is why when you talked about his numbers and how successful he is, as in Mohamed Amir in the power play. And we'll show you just why he has been so good for a period of time, and the difference between the two bowlers right now. Mohamed Amir has got more of a rhythmical action to Kyle Jamieson. It's a little bit robotic. The way he comes in, he's obviously a tall man, and all he's trying to do is, like you say, he's a line bowler. Just looking to hit back of a length, a little bit like Jason Holder last night, trying to get that bounce.
It's all right, safe, and it'll probably bounce over the line. Yeah, it skids away. This outfield's hard. Too short.
Yeah, Muhammad Haris. He'll bat this way. He'll make sure that his intent is to hit boundary from ball one. And he's been looking at boundaries. Sometimes people just think that he goes too hard too soon, but that's the way he'll play. And once you're chasing over 200, you need to go hard. No two ways about it.
Definitely worth looking at the dismissal of Babar Azam again. 8 times he's made ducks in the history of the PSL. 4 of them have been made here.
Yeah, you just see why Mohamed Amir is so good, because of what he can do. Subtle changes, his degree of swing as well, the use of the crease going wider, and then that just pushed across, but also a little bit less pace. Good catch from Riley Rousseau to back it up, and he knew exactly what he's doing. He signals then to the bowling coach, look, I pushed that one across.
Yeah, he did it. Oh, that's masses. Can you get more than 6?
There we go, Simon Ayub's picking shot. The no look, which has gone all the way into the crowd, and he's off and running. Does this so often, just helps it on its way. The KFC power hit by going low and getting underneath it and scooping it up.
And it just shows how fractions make a difference. That is not a bad delivery really, in a way, because he's trying to push it across. It just started to swing across the left-hander, and because he gets low and uses the bounce, as a bowler you've just got to put your hands up and say good shot.
You've got to bowl pretty straight now, because there's 2 back, a leg side, no one back offside anywhere. Yeah, that's good line, that's all right. It was a bit of an eye-opener this for Kyle Jamieson, bowl on a pitch offering him so little, and that's why the skills we saw on a show in Mohamed Amir's first over are so impressive. He bowled 3 that would be in-swingers and 3 that were pushed across with a completely different wrist action. And there's that KFC reminder for you about that education scholarship to deserving students for every 6 hit during the HBL PSL. KFC very involved in cricket sponsorship all over the world. Come back for another? No, they don't. Not the dramatic start that we saw earlier in the Pepsi power play from the Quetta Gladiators. 17 for 1. Crowd's really built now. Just really about an hour ago, it's suddenly begun to fill up this ground. And they're getting into it. Oh, beautiful placement. He just eased that one. It's 180 degrees from another brilliant flip shot that he played. No doubt that Saeem has a rare talent. It's different from Saad Shakir, who's very orthodox left-hander. This guy mixes orthodoxy with incredible flair. Look at that, lovely. Mostly Pakistan batsmen do have a terrific style about them. We were talking yesterday about left-handers and highlighting Saeed Anwar from the past. Go on. What are you saying of
proper player, serious player? I played a little bit against him, and up there with some of the best left-handers in that period where I played. Obviously, the likes of Brian Lara would be right at the top, but Saeed Anwar, wow, very fine player, use of wrists and timing, pure player.
It's nicely bowled too. Oh, whoa. Infuriating for the bowler, and Mohammad Amir is a man who wears his heart on his sleeve.
Never miss an update cricket के season में Zong Weekly
Now to Mohamed Harris, and he just knows he's going to be attacked. You need to be ready for that as the bowler. Well, is he? Oh, there's no fielder there. The batsman didn't get it either. Oh. To not have anybody in that mid-wicket area to this guy.
He only allowed 2 out in the Pepsi power play. And that's his go-to shot. Over mid-wicket. Now there's a change in field as that one just dabbled away to the fence. Now there's a deep mid-wicket in place. And a little change, a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket. And mid-on into the circle.
Oh yes, he got it, second grab, and he loves it. Excellent.
And the celebration, he's been smashed at him. He's not known as a great fielder, but on the second attempt, Abrar hangs on. And after being struck away to the boundary, well, he also had a little celebration to go with it. Quite lucky that it ricocheted and he was able to hang on. But it all counts. And there you go. That's the way. Harris, on your bike, son.
Side field, they're lined up, saving the single. It's an absolutely superb first over. Whether it's the match winner, who's to know? 32 for 3. Ooh, mushy. Head in hands from the master leg spinner. Well, a googly spinner, really. The wrong one, as the Aussies call it. A magnificent competitor, magnificent man. Switch of ends for Kyle Jamieson. So that's really got to be his length. That hard, hit the pitch length, use your height, that's your strength. Don't over pitch it, don't give them room to use the bounce. So get it very straight. Make them have to work you rather than be able to use the pace and bounce.
Yeah, the good thing, the refreshing thing about Quetta Gladiators' bowling attack has been, all the fielding has been, that they've been in Peshawar Zalmi's face, a little bit of spice to the game.
It's 4. The margins are pretty small here. Talata's away with the boundary. We're in the Pepsi power play. It's gone the way of the Quetta Gladiators. And they only floor a couple of misfields.
They have spinners, but they aren't very good in the field. Neither Usman Tariq nor Abrar. Some of them are off the field. But that was a fantastic first over from him. But just on that, Dominic, with franchise cricket, normally because of the mixing of the players so much, there's not a lot of spice in the game normally. Today it's been different, which has been good.
Yeah, a bit like the commentary box. Bit of spice with Basit Ali too.
Absolutely.
You tell him.
Well, I'll calm it down, and that'll be the first time I've done that. BYD leads the world in electric vehicles, and HBL, get it right, shall I? PSL
We give you a simple job.
In talent. Scan the QR code and vote for the player who you think should drive home in the BYD seal as the player of the tournament. Maybe you do it next time. Lovely car, though. Nice free car. And this has been why the Quetta seamers, I think, have been successful. Length's important. Slightly wide because of the left arm and the swing and the seam that he got. And you see that 40% was slightly shorter. As soon as you get into that length and then into the slot, it becomes easier.
I think it's pitching outside leg stump, and I think Kyle Jamieson knows that. And interested in this spice. We've much enjoyed seeing Viv Richards before play. He works as a mentor with Quetta Gladiators, looking incredibly slim and fit. Viv's always looked fit. I'm sure he'll be urging the players to up the levels of aggression. Where is he? There he is. That Roman nose. Oh, what a man. And what a cricketer. That one's a bit closer. Yep, that one is out. Oh, Hassan took time to get his finger up. Does he review it? He does indeed.
TV umpire director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is out. It's a fair delivery, and I'm front on first. Thanks. Run on coming up now. Close to, ball passes close to the back. Could I have ultra edge, please? Thank you. Ultra edge coming up now. Yeah, thank you. You can freeze it there. Thanks. I've got ball on bat. Clear spike. Ball on bat. Go back to the on-field umpire. Thanks. Hassan, you're going to need to overturn your decision about to not out. You're on screen. Signal now.
So the decision reversed because of that inside edge onto the pad that wasn't picked by many of us, let alone the umpire, San. And 5 have gone. It's
असली खिलाड़ी टेस्टेड होता है.
Over left as well of the power play. And when you're chasing over 200 odd, you want to get off to a flying start, don't you?
Yeah, the openers were supposed to feature in a strong partnership. Wasn't the case. Babar Azam left early in the piece. Left everything to Sam Ayub. But at the moment, it's Abrar who has come into the way. He loves bowling with the new ball. And he has impacted the game straight away. Couple of wickets. Got his team on top.
What I like the most about him is the fact that he varies his speed. First delivery was down, second delivery was 81, and up now in the low 90s, so that variation is there. This is a good over as well, just the end. 6 over, just the 1 run, 3 dots, and swept all the way as well. What a shot.
Yeah, it was the line and also the angle created by Abrar, which really helped the left-hander on one knee and hoiked the ball over square leg for a 6. He's got a big job to do, Saim Ayub. If Peshawar Zalmi are to come close to the target.
When you think of the amount of cricket that he's missed because of that ankle injury that he did in South Africa Test series, it's been waiting. And now he gets a chance to be out there in the middle. 8 runs off that over. 45 for 3. Well, the Pepsi power play. Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Usman. With a very interesting action.
Peculiar. And he bowls them really slow. Doesn't offer any pace to the batters to work with. That's why his economy is decent.
It's all about rhythm, isn't it? From a bowling point of view, he kind of scraps that idea, doesn't he? And then even from a batting point of view, you get through a rhythm of, okay, the ball's coming, the ball, when is the ball coming?
Now, as a batter, you really need to get used to his action to be able to improvise or premeditate.
Yeah, no pace. The width was there. So Ayub thought, here's a chance. A guy who loves hitting sixes. He hit the most sixes last year in the HBL PSL.